Every Tuesday on CBS 17 News at 4, our Russ Bowen is sitting down with state and local leaders to discuss issues impacting our communities here in central North Carolina.
Yeah, and one of the top issues that concerns North Carolinians right now is just how much everything is costing. You could just name it, and it all seems to have gone up. And Russ, you talked with Congressional Representative Deborah Ross from Wake County. Tell us what she had to say about fixing some of this for us.
Well, I did talk to her, and you know, Democrats are acutely aware of this problem that it brings just 9 months away from the fall election as inflation is hitting all of us right where it counts. We're certainly facing a backlog in terms of the supply chain. Unemployment's relatively low here in North Carolina particularly. It's right where we probably would like to see it. But that doesn't mean that people aren't filling all the open jobs that are out there. That's a big problem.
A spokesperson for the company said their vendor partners are experiencing delivery and staffing challenges.
Yes, there are two things that we need to do to get our supply chain moving. One is make sure that we're at full employment in areas that are important to our economy. And many of those areas involve science, technology, engineering, and math. And we have highly qualified people who are here legally who want to work. And so I have reached out to the Biden administration to see if we can get those visas moving. We did hear back from them last week, and they are redoubling their efforts to make sure that we get rid of this visa backlog. Maybe not 100% the way I would do it, but they are moving forward, and that is some progress. We also need to get the supply chain moving by doing things like investing in the CHIPS Act that deals with microchips. And we've learned during this pandemic how reliant we are on microchips, but that this country hasn't manufactured enough of them. I've been very active in this area on the Science, Space, and Technology Committee. We're hoping to pass USICA, that's the U.S. Innovation and Competition Act, in the next couple of months. This is a priority. I've been in several meetings about it, and Science, Space, and Technology has passed several parts of it, but we are going to redouble our efforts when we go back in February. So this is a complicated thing that the pandemic, of course, has exacerbated, but if we can get both the jobs filled and the supply chain moving in a good way, we can alleviate this short-term problem, but also build the infrastructure that we need for the future so that we don't have this problem again.
Another measure of inflation hit a record high. The Labor Department says prices shot up 9.7% annually.
You know, we're seeing this inflation rate. It's directly impacting every single one of us, from the bread and how much it costs, to milk formula for parents, to gas to get to work. We need something shorter term, some would say, to get things rolling again. And the Democrats are running out of time.
One of the things that the Biden administration has done, and we did in the American Rescue Plan, was make sure people had the child tax credit, which put more money in their pocket to take care of short-term increases in prices, short-term inability to get certain things. And we've got to make sure that we see people through this pandemic. We're already looking at some of the effects of Omicron and how we can help more with those issues. Some of this will iron itself out. Some of it we need to start producing these goods here in the United States and not outsource as much as we did before. We're living in a different kind of way, and we have to create incentives for locally manufactured items, locally grown items, because those things will be less expensive.
Part of the American dream seems to be less and less obtainable. Regular folk with middle-income jobs can't afford to buy a house in most of your district.
The median home price hit an all-time high for Wake County. You might have noticed this if you're in the real estate market right now.
How do you fix that? What are you doing about it? What's the plan?
We have to increase that housing stock. And Wake County has a plan for affordable housing that they're actually ahead of the game on. Congress wants to fund more loan assistance and affordable housing assistance for people who will build that housing. When a developer can build a home that is $500,000 and make more money on it, of course they're going to do that. So the government can help provide incentives to build homes and apartments that are at a lower and more affordable end of the scale. But it also should be a priority of our legislature. That Housing Trust Fund has been around for decades, and it's never been fully funded. And the Housing Trust Fund here in North Carolina doesn't just affect Wake County, it affects all of our counties. So this is a local, state, and federal issue, and we need to partner together to get the job done.
And you know, guys, there is such a real sense of urgency as far as fixing this housing issue. We've got Google, we've got Apple, we've got multiple biotech firms that are coming into Central North Carolina. These jobs pay twice, many times 3 times the median average in our state. So folks in the middle are kind of left out, you know?
And I know this is like minor compared to other things, but I cannot find cream cheese anywhere as part of the shortage.
Yeah, it's
I have all these bagels and no cream cheese.
Well, half and half. You know, I'm a big half and half person, and sometimes I go in and I'm like, "This, you have 2 left? What's